Welcome back to stats and real estate. Let's keep it simple. Hence my shirt. I'm going to be a Poindexter today, and I'm going to have some fun, but give you stats. All right, so the sales, they're still down. Interest rates, they're getting better, but they're still high. Inventory is still out of control. We're very high. Burlington is doing better than last year, which is great. Oakville is still struggling a little bit. And what about August? What about August 2022 versus 2024? There's something that we're going to talk about. What's going on, everybody? My name is Rene, and I run a real estate team in the Oakville, Burlington region. We love stats, and before we get into it, if you do like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of this content, please subscribe to our channel. And if there's something in the video that you don't agree or you like, hey, by all means, comment, click the link in the description, and I'd love to book a one-to-one to talk anything and everything real estate. Let's go and let's get this started. Sales. The sales are still down. And the thing about real estate is that, yeah, it's a roller coaster. It's up and down. But the one thing about the sales that I want to make note before we dive into the micro stats is that even though they're down, they're not far off from the last few years, which is actually encouraging. In terms of the interest rates, they're still high, but the amazing thing is that we've seen 3 consecutive drops. This is encouraging. I still don't think it's enough to get all these buyers that are on the fence to come back into the market, but it's great news. And I think we all need to start sharing that with each other. There's some confidence that's starting to build up, and I do feel that Q4 should end on a positive note. Now, buyers, there's a lot of them that are still not able to afford. There's a lot of them that are having issues qualifying. There's a ton that are on the fence. So we should see a little bit of a spike near the end of fall. I think that come next year, we're going to see some great numbers in Q1, Q2. Burlington, we're going to get into that in terms of the exact micro details, but I'm very happy to say that Burlington is doing better than last year, which is very encouraging. Oakville, it's down a little bit. Doesn't surprise me, but it's just nice to see that we are still trending in the right direction. And August 2022 versus August 2024. I'm going to say this is a really important fact and a stat to know. Back in 2022, when the market was peaking, absolutely peaking, and we were seeing some 25 to 30% appreciation. Since August 2022, when I compared it to August 2024, Oakville's only down about 4% from that time. In Burlington, it's only down about 6%. And I'm talking detached houses, August 2022 versus August 2024. So that's a great takeaway. Now, let's jump into the micro stats and actually see what's going on. How did the last month perform in Oakville? The last month, the nice thing is it stayed kind of flat for detached. So it's around 1,884,000. The townhouse market, kind of flat again. It was just down 0.4%, hovering around 950. The condo market was actually up in Oakville, which is very encouraging. It was up almost 8% versus the previous month. That's huge. So in Burlington, the detached house market was down 1%, which is around 1,489,000. The townhouse market is actually up around 3%, which is around 820,000. And the condo market was down almost 6%, which is around 656,000. Now that's month over month. Let's talk about year to date. And this is where, like, this time of the year, I love to talk about year to date because it's actually really relevant on how the market's performed. Being that we've got a chunk of months under our belt and we're almost at the end of the year, this is valuable. So year to date, detached in Oakville is around 1.88, which is about 3% down from last year. The townhouse market is around 996,000, which is down about 6%. And the condo market is around 653,000, which is down about 6%. So a lot of red, not good. I know it doesn't sound great, but again, what I was saying earlier and putting things into perspective versus 2022, and if you look at August, It's not horrible. Burlington, you're green. You are green. I'm loving it. If we look at the detached market, year to date, it's around 1,451,000, which is up about 2.4% year to date. If we look at the townhouse market, it's up almost 1%, which is around 863,000. And the condo market is around 632,000, which is up 2.3% year to date, which is awesome. Now, we're going to talk about the last 12 months because 12 months of data it's awesome. It's one of the best ways to look at a market. The Oakville market, price-wise, almost similar. It's around 1,866,000. It's down almost 2%. If we look at the townhouse market, it's 1,004,000, which is about 4% down. And if we look at the condo market in Oakville, it's around 650,000, which is down about 6%. So again, lots of red, somewhat similar to how it's been year to date, but this picture is awesome in terms of looking at literally 12 months of data. If we look at Burlington, over the last 12 months, the detached price is around 1,422,000, which is actually up 2%. This is great. If we look at the townhouse market, it's around 857,000, which is up just over 1%. And if we look at the condo market, it's around 625,000, which is up almost 2%. That's green, 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 which is great. Last year, I was making predictions near the end of the year that by fall, we were hoping to be around 2 to 4% appreciation for both of these markets. So far, Burlington is trending in that direction, which is awesome. All right, so if we look at new listings in Oakville versus 2023, we're actually down 5%, which is a good sign. We don't want to see any more new listings. In Burlington, we're down 6%. So again, that is good. Now, in terms of inventory, though, we're still heavy, extremely heavy. In Oakville, we're about 41% higher than last year. In Burlington, we're about 48% higher than last year. These numbers are huge. This is why homes are taking a lot longer to sell. In terms of sales, we're down 6% in Oakville, and we're down 15% in Burlington. So again, the inventory is impacting the sales. Now, days on market, I've mentioned in the previous videos, this is data that I collect, and it's an average, but we see a lot higher than this. So in Oakville right now, the average is about 35 days on market, but we're seeing anywhere from 45 to 90 days for some homes to sell. In Burlington, we're hovering around 29 days, but again, we've seen some homes that are sitting 60, 70, 80 days. So it's very micro pocket driven. Months of inventory is very heavy right now. We're about 52% higher than last year for Oakville. And in Burlington, we're 67% higher. So we need months of inventory to come down. Obviously, with more buyers out there, it will help. Yeah, in a normal market, it's nice to have a balanced market with good inventory. But right now, it's not balanced. There's a lot of buyers on the fence. In my videos, I always like to talk about appreciation over the last few years. Obviously, the market has changed in the last year or two. So for me to start looking at appreciation compared to last year or the year before, these months or these last few years they've been tough. So I want to bring some positivity here. I want to bring in some facts. This is what makes a realtor stand out in this market. So if you've lived in your home for at least 5 years in Oakville and it's a detached home, you've got about 39% appreciation. A townhouse, 38%, and a condo, about 21%. These are huge numbers. In Burlington, if you've been there for at least 5 years, on average, for a detached, you're up 47%. A townhouse, you're up about 38%, and a condo, around 30%. That's if you've lived in a home for at least 5 years. Now, if you purchased in the last year or 2 or 3, the numbers will not be as positive, no doubt. It's been tough, the market's adjusting, but if you hang on for another few years, you should be in the green, so hang tight. Now, my final thoughts. This market is very tricky, no doubt. And I feel that the most important thing that you need to take away if you're a buyer or a seller, it's that you need to be educated on this market. You need great information. You need solid advice, honest advice, and you need your expectations to be modest and realistic. If someone is coming in here saying they're going to sell your home in days and they're going to get you hundreds of $1,000s well over market value, I mean, you're going to get upset if you don't get those results. It's super important to have those expectations from the beginning. That's how you're going to get through this market when your home sits on the market 15, 20, 30, 40 days. And having patience. I feel that it is a frustrating market, and we're still thinking of, the previous years and how quickly it used to take to sell a home. But you need to have patience, and you got to have some trust in your real estate agent and all of the hard work that they're putting into it. So I know this sounds corny, but it's time for the real to come out of realtor. Real honest advice. You need real genuine people who care about you. And we got to step it up as realtors. This is the time where we have to come out and show you, the clients, that we do work hard. We're analyzing this market. We want the best for you. We will tell you to not sell your home in this market if it doesn't make sense, and we'll tell you to hold off. Honestly, if you're a buyer out there, there's good deals. If you can afford to purchase, absolutely, this is a good time to go and buy. I think that next year the prices will be up a chunk. This is a good opportunity. So get out there if you can afford, and if you need to buy and you can buy, it's a good time. But if you don't need to buy, don't get yourself into a stressful situation. If you're a seller and you do not need to sell and you're just trying to test the market, I mean, you could try, but I think that in this market, the sellers who are actually putting their home on the market are serious. They need to move up or move down or lateral. So if the market is great in your neighborhood, if the inventory is very low, and if you got a really unique property, absolutely put your home on the market. But other than that, we can't be seeing this much inventory. It's not helping balance things out. So there's my final thoughts. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you did like it, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this content, please subscribe to our channel, tell your friends, family. And if there's something that you disagree with and you don't like what I'm saying, or you want to challenge me, put it in the comments. I love it. Click the link in the description. And if you want to book a one-to-one, I'm more than happy to sit down, talk to you in person, Zoom, phone call, anything and everything real estate. We live here, and so should you.